Hi friends, it's Aubrey from Crybaby Sentimental Homestead, and this afternoon it's actually like almost 6 I think. Still very warm outside. Just got home from working all day and I thought I'll spend a little bit of time cleaning up one of my raised beds. I'm out here in the backyard jungle. Let's get to the work. Let's see what I have here. So this raised bed needs some TLC. I am definitely leaving the lemon balm, but I'm going to take out all the woody bits and I'll save it for something else. I'm going to take out the weeds and dandelions and feed them to the chickens, and then I'm going to plant something in here. You'll have to stay with me to see what I decide to plant. Well, let's go ahead and get to work cleaning this area up. It's definitely easier to weed without a camera. But I'll tell you what, you guys, ever since I started doing YouTube, I'm keeping myself accountable. It's giving me projects to do and making sure that I actually follow through with them. So that's helpful. And then I can also go back and go, okay, well, what day did I do that? Oh, that was how long ago? And it's definitely keeping me more organized about what I'm doing, when I'm doing things, and it's very helpful that way. And little seeds everywhere. Some weeds are a little pokey, so I'm going to kind of go down and get them by the roots. Some of these grasses are very weedy, and you gotta kind of get them by the roots and follow them down, because they will break off, and any place where they break off, they will grow back. Oh, what's for dinner? Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, that looks like a weed. Actually, it's some kind of kale that did not do very well. I'm gonna make some space for something else. It's very rare that you'll see me do this, but they didn't do great here, so we gotta free up some room. Yeah, you'll like never see me pull plants up like that. I'm so particular. I'm going to take up the whole dandelion here. I often don't do this either, but I need the space. If I don't get by the roots, it's not the end of the world, because I don't mind so much, but I'm going to get as much as I can, and this will go to the chickens. So the little weedy looking kale I got earlier. Okay, that will go too. Get those seeds out of my garden. Oh, this right here is lemon balm. So I'm going to move it somewhere else because I like to gift it. And then my lemon balm here looks beautiful. Isn't she beautiful? I'm going to pull down this stuff though. This will go around my other plants, kind of like a mulch. And here I have another cover thing and a bunch of weeds in here. I was trying to keep some things safe, and I kept the weeds safe. Yay, weeds. Don't you hate that? I am going to transplant the lemon balm babies though. So I pull these up and all of a sudden I get a real whiff of onions. That's a problem with grass and onions. They look so similar. You know what? I think these might be garlic chives or something. I'm going to plant them back in, and I'm not going to give any of the grassy looking stuff that I thought was to the chickens, because I'm not sure they can have it or not. I better do some research. Whoops, I got aggressive. I accidentally cut this out, so I'm going to see if I can root it. Just put it in a glass of water and see if I can root it. The hens really appreciate it. The girls really love it when I do some weeding, because then they get treats. Hello. There you go. I'm going to get some soil for some of those little baby plants that I want to transplant. There we go. All right, so remember, this is not grass, and those are tiny lemon balm plants, so I'm not going to hurt them. But I am going to take the bigger one, kind of wiggle it. All right. Good, I got enough of the roots. That's great. There we go. And I'll water that in. I might even just leave it in that same space right here and water it in there. So next time someone comes in and says, that lemon balm's beautiful, I'll hand them, oh, excuse me, I'll hand them a plant that they can take home with them. Lovely. All right, so I've got my lemon balm. I'm going to take out those woody bits now. I'm going to leave the baby lemon balm and what I believe is there are a couple pieces of little onions in there and some garlic chives possibly. I'm going to put that lemon balm in water and see if it can get it to root. I think I've got some carrots there I'm going to leave. I'm going to plant something there and something here. And then around on the back side here is another space I need to clean up, and then I can plant something there. All right, so let's get these woody bits out. And I try to go down as far as I can, and then I just snap it. And I've never burned these, but I bet they would smell really good being burned on a campfire. I'm not going to film me doing all of this, but I just basically try to get my hand down as far as I can and then snap it off. Okay. I will update you when I'm done with this. Oh, you guys, a job is always never from start to finish. It's always interrupted like a million times. I ended up having to chauffeur my daughter someplace, and my car doesn't have air conditioning. So I'm overheated. I'm going to take a break. We'll see if I can pick up the project today or if I have to finish tomorrow. All right, everybody, we'll see. Hang in there. It might be tomorrow for you, or it might be tomorrow for me, but it's just the same video for you. Oh, gotta stay hydrated. Bye. All right, so it's still the same day. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to recuperate. I was not feeling good. My daughter called me. She wanted me to call out to me. She said, "Bring me to go see my friends." And I drove her over there and back, and the car does not have air conditioning, and I thought I was like I'm done. But I have recuperated. Took some time, like a little bit of time, to drink some water and feel better. And I'm gonna get back to this workout here in the garden. So I was in the middle of taking down the woody bits of the lemon balm. I like to be able to grab it and not get poked, and these are pretty pokey, so I'm going to continue with that part here. And I've pretty much weeded this side of the bed, but it's never really completely weeded because there will be like grass hiding in between, and I would have to really damage my lemon balm to get to it, so I just kind of leave it, and if it pokes out then I grab it. But I'm going to just go down as far as I can without hurting the plant and snap off the woody bits. Okay, and I'll be back when all of that is done. This is what I mean when I say grass is a weed, right? It's growing in here. I don't want it in there. Seriously, grass is a weed. I'm about halfway done, and I need to clear out all this woody stuff because it's going to end up falling into the pathways, making another chore for me. So I'm going to stay in my back, and I'm going to go put these around my fruit trees. I'm going to take a nice big handful. This here is a bubblegum plum tree from Stark Rose. And I'm going to go around in here and just cover it like it's a mulch. I'm going to break it up though into little bits. It's hard to do things one-handed. I need some kind of stand for my camera. I do this every year with the woody bits from my lemon balm. I just have a lot of plants, so I haven't gotten to all of them. Okay. No, dandelion seed, don't do it. I'm gonna get some more. Okay, coming back to get some more. You might hear my puppies, my dogs running around. They're playing right now. Okay. Okay, in this pot I have an American persimmon tree. It's never fruited for me yet. And I have some weeds in here, and I've got some strawberries growing, but I'm going to go ahead and mulch around with some of this lemon balm. Okay, add a little bit of mulch there, and back to my chores. I'm not going to be too particular at this point because my back is starting to hurt. I'll just pull it down. So I am leaving some of the little twigs a little bit shorter because I don't like the way it looks poking out. But I'm leaving some of them there just to give them some support so they don't just flop over when they're wet, or if they wilt or something. It kind of gives them a little bit more stability. But I am going to take some down so that it doesn't show at least. Getting close. Well, that's looking pretty nice, but I did underestimate how much work this would be, and the mosquitoes are starting to come out. Accidentally dug up some good things that I'm not trying to dig up. Put that back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just plant. I'm gonna leave this here so that my husband doesn't accidentally weed these, because he'd probably think it was grass too. So leave that there, and I'm going to plant something really fast in this spot, and I will have to come back another day. I'm not quite done weeding in here because there's a lot of grass in between. I do want to get some of it out, and in here I've got a lot of weeds, but the soil is also really hard, so I want to dig it a little bit and amend it some before I plant anything else there. So I'm going to save my remnants for putting around the plants that I just had to plant there. But doesn't that lemon balm look beautiful now? It looks so lush, and it smells incredible. Okay, I'm thinking, I tried planting squash in that spot before and it didn't do very well, so I'm thinking I'm going to plant some of these lima beans because they are looking ready. I'm not going to plant a ton of them there, but I'm going to plant some of those lima beans. So that's about how I'm going to space it out. I'll put one here, one here, one here, one here, and one there. And I already see roots coming out the bottom of the cups. So now is a good time to do this project. It's really easy to tear the cups because they're starting to dissolve, which is perfect. See how nice those roots look? That's perfect. All right. Let's see here. I'll plant it at the same level as it was. Not planting up its stem, it's not a tomato. All of these alliums and the lemon balm also distract pests from the crops that you're trying to grow. It confuses them. I'm going to really confuse them. Make it smell like lemon balm. I really don't get a lot of pests. Sometimes the little spittle bugs will try to make a nest in them, but I don't see barely any damage ever. Okay, so I planted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those lima beans from Haas. And I'm going to water these in. So I'm pretty happy with the Haas seeds. They seem to have done really well on the germination rates. And the bean plants look pretty healthy too. When I was feeling down, the soil's not very damp, so I'm going to give it a really good soak. Look at that lemon balm. It's looking gorgeous. There's a lot of little baby lemon balm plants, tiny, tiny, tiny ones. But I'm going to get them nice and big before I try moving them so I don't lose them. Literally, like, they have them die. Or also lose them, I guess. I feel like the lemon balm twigs around the plants keep them safe. This area here that's kind of hidden is really hard, so I'm going to water it really good, and then next time I have a chance, I'm going to dig it up, loosen it, and amend it, and then plant something there. But I do also have a grapevine coming out of here, so I don't want to overdo it. A lot of nutrients in here for this one space, for all the lemon balm and the grapevines, and well, the beans are going to help a lot with the nitrogen that they put in. I need to water enough so that the grapevine can get some water too. So after working all day, I often overestimate how much I can get done, but I did weed that whole area. I got most of the woody bits out, and I planted 5 bean plants. I fed some treats to the chickens, and I played chauffeur. So we're going to call that a successful day. Alright everyone, I'll see you on the next video. God bless. Live long and prosper. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and share.